Yeah, hello everyone. This is Coach Spaghetti speaking for, of course, Biomarkers Friday. And by the way, this is pre-recorded, just so you know, because, of course, on the actual Friday, I'll be working, of course, again. And, of course, also on Saturday as well. So, anyway, so my work schedule is ever changing. We're not, yeah, fun. Anyway, yeah, no, so again, of course, that last week, or let's say last Friday, was well, of course, there were no episodes of that, but yeah, I did of course review with so say a Don Summer album. It was kind of the greatest hit sort of thing, and anyway, so I hope that I did get some feedback on that, saying, oh, one of the best albums, and anyway, and I do appreciate the comments and everything, and by the way, if you do, if any of you who do see the episode, of course, hashtag Vinyl Records Friday, but by all means do, of course, comment whatever memory we have, maybe do with your album or whatnot, but anyway, but yeah, so this is a pretty cool message, but of course, and also by the way, if you do want to, of course, sponsor, sponsor, at least, one of my episodes or whatnot, Vinyl Records Friday. By all means, do that, and of course, do message me or contact me, if you do want to sponsor one of my episodes or whatnot, by all means, do that. Anyway, my, of course, pick for this week, it's actually, of course, two of them. There's two records, of course, I would say, not, of course, of the original album, but they, I don't think, we want to say reproduction these album is from the original one but anyway, and also I can emphasize that about these popular singing artists that I guess we would say left their mark or not on the I think both pop culture and on of course American music, of course on rock and roll music, and anyway, the list goes on. So what I'm trying to say is that two pick I have. First one is, of course, and as I said, of course, I believe reproduction of the original, probably platinum gold album that of these artists and everything. So anyway, so with that being said, my first pick, of course, being and hope you can see that. This is it is a plastic cover. So and actually, let me see if I can try to. So you may get a better sense of, but anyway, so it is, and of course, of course, such major hits, so, from the album, and of course, there you go, so, here's, I guess we'll say that to put the action, of the reproduction, though, all these albums that they put so it's kind of cool actually. So, but so there you go, and ooh, I mean, time for Halloween. Anyway, so so there you go, and I hope you can see that. It's about the reflection of the lighting, but anyway, so there you go, and so let's see, of course, this is, of course, the third would be the back of the album. Anyway, so the album right here, and let's see. So it would be, of course, let's see. I want to be starting something. Be mine, the girl of mine. PYT. Billie Jean, Beat It. and of course, human nature. Anyway, so the ever so popular, of course, yes, that's a thriller, yeah, thriller. So, of course, in the, and by the way, if you ever watch the music video, for thriller, they of course do put the disclaimer was saying that not to believe in the occult and everything. Anyway, so which actually, if you do watch I would say the entire music video then it's I guess they make people believe in that. So it's anyway, although it can kind of believable. Anyway, so yeah, so anyway, so here's the album right here. Hopefully, you got that. Okay. And of course, here's the other side of it. There you go. Anyway, so yeah, so that is the pick number one, and yeah, so the other pick would be from another ever so popular one who also of course changed the music scene and also pop culture whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, his name is like, of course, I don't think he really had an actual real name. I don't know, but anyway, but otherwise now, so yeah, so hope you can see. Okay, yeah, and actually maybe okay, but cover off so you can actually see it just a little bit better, but and get the cover off. There we go. And yeah, so it's but yeah, so anyway, so it's and of course it's anyway, so. Okay, actually, time. Anyway, but yeah, so with that said, yeah, so there you go, and let's see right there. Okay, tell me if you actually see these things. Anyway, so yeah, the reproduction album of each one, the original one, I believe in 1984. So, but yeah, so of course, yeah, such song as of course, yeah, Let Go Crazy, Take Me With You, and it says, and of course, they were so popular. When Doves Cry, I Would Die for You, and of course, Purple Rain. So there you go. So yeah, so again, this it's right there, and okay, I forgot that. So anyway, so those are of course the two albums that I picked right there, and okay, that's it. Well, they had the spoilies and the early actually packaged a little bit differently in the album, but anyway, but yeah, so I'll just do this. Okay, yeah, there you go, and hope you can see that. So there are my two picks. And yeah, and this was who had the original album. These are and as I said, I think these are of course reproduction of the original album. So anyway, so with that said though. So yeah, and as I said in previous episodes, I think the best bet is to, of course, actually go to a record store and, of course, purchase the record LP 45, anyway, from the actual record store itself, of course, and of course, yeah, that's why, of course, I do, discourage anyone trying I say uploading and uploading them from app or Spotify or anyway. So again, yeah. So to actually purchase the actual 45 LP album, I do highly recommend that. So anyway, so otherwise not, and I do realize that the local record store, I think online on the website whatnot. So. Yeah. So anyway, so but anyway, so they're able to actually purchase the actual record itself, and even if it's say reproduction of it, that'd be great. So anyway, so Yeah, so with as I said, of course, reproduction of the, but to have the original sound and the original music and everything. So, otherwise not, and yeah, by the way, yeah, so, this thing, that they are vinyl, yeah, they are vinyl, so, otherwise not, otherwise, what do you know, vinyl records Friday, right? Anyway, so otherwise not, I hope you're able to at least, almost 10.5 minutes now of this video, for the, episode. And as I said, of course, being pre-recorded, but otherwise not, so to have a good and safe Friday and everything, have a good safe weekend. It is local here, but to be kind of blazing hot. It's with the Indian summer, so even though of course autumn and fall has arrived, so but of course Mother Nature has other plans again. So. Otherwise not, so yeah, so anyway, yeah, so there are the records, at least the two records of my pick, and until, okay, now 11 minutes, wait, so yeah, until next Friday, and hopefully, my work schedule will not be maybe so insane, so to speak, but otherwise not, and do rock on, and, oh yeah, of course, be safe with the mask, everything else, the whole thing. Anyway, otherwise not, and, yeah, and there you go. Way up a picture setting for a Biological Friday episode, right? So, anyway, yeah, I'm Mr. Teddy, and I hope that, hope to talk to you all on social media and whatnot. Otherwise not, play safe, be safe, be kind to one another, whatnot. Otherwise not, yeah, for the hashtag, Vinyl Records Friday. I'm out of here. Have a great weekend, everyone, and until next time, so until next Friday. Okay. Till then.